I have never seen that before. X-ray, read all about it. Nopon boy goes really fast. Anyway, before I got so rudely interrupted by a certain Nopon boy, I don't know if you've ever tried jumping up the stairs in this game, but oh my god. Are you seeing this? Like what? Okay, I think the staircase is what? Twice the height of Dumban? He can just leap up it no problemo? Oh my god. Hey everyone, ArchTalko here, welcome you back to Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles. In the previous episode, we did a bunch of side quests. In this episode, we're going to be doing even more, kicking things off with our boy Deki. Now you may remember, like several dozen episodes ago, we had to deal with Deki's BFF, or something along those lines, Ababa. Ababa really likes seeing bugs, and Deki really loves bugs, just not quite in that way. So, turns out we actually have one more quest with these guys. If a violently hot insect didn't work, then I'll get him with a bitter one. Deki heard there's really bitter one in Colony 6. Oh, there's no way Deki could go there to get one, though. He didn't learn his lesson the first time, you know? Isn't there some other way you can both be friends again? Ababa is still young, so he is bound to hate the bitter taste. Deki thinks this is the best way of teaching him a lesson. Alright, yeah, just thinking about eating bugs gives me goosebumps. Really though, Shulk? You kind of pegged me as the guy who'd enjoy a nice tasty caterpillar or 3. Foreshadowing. Anyway, this quest. We need 5, what was that, bitter wisp fluids. So, of course, we're always relying on Ricky. I went ahead and did the honor, the privilege of doing this off screen, but if you do want to get those wisp fluids, you can fight the colony wisps that are right near Watchpoint Junction. Just add those to the list of very convenient items and enemies to be gathering over at Watchpoint Junction. Anyway though, with those in tow, it's time to turn them in to Ababa. I love his name so much. Like seriously, man, in terms of names, Ababa is actually top tier. That's a fact.
Hello. Drink winter wisp fluid. Yuck. So bitter.
That doesn't sound good. Ricky's scared. Big problem. Too difficult. Ricky, no can fix. Calm down, Ricky. If we keep cool, we can sort it out.
Huh? This taste? Not bad. Maybe Ababa understand what acquired taste means now. Ababa want friends to ask Deki if this what acquired tastes like.
So, I hate to break it to you, but your plan may have backfired, bruh. Well, if Deki has to, we Nopon can face any challenge. Unless our name is here upon Ricky, in case we will flee at first sign of beverage tasting bad. Deki finished the lot. Oh, the sharp bitterness reveals hidden rich undertones. Insects really are tasty. This has broadened my world. Deki is grateful to Ababa. I'm glad everything worked out. You really want to talk about just all plans just crumbling around somebody. Although I guess they did so in a way that's positive. So we did it? Question mark. Well, I can't say, I don't know, the way that they talk about the bitter wisp fluid almost makes me think that it tastes kind of similarly to coffee. And as someone who used to hate coffee, I'm going to give you an ArchTalko pro tip. If you're running to get into it, try drinking coffee, no cream, no sugar, but with a nice sweet pastry. I'm talking about like a donut or maybe a nice fruit tart. A pound cake is fantastic with it. Just a nice sweet pastry, you take a bite of that, then you drink your coffee. In no time, you will come to love the coffee. It's just something about sweet stuff really does bring out those nice, rich, earthy undertones. Now, we also need to get at least 4 benign crickets from Deki. So I'm gonna go ahead, do that, and yeah. Next up, we gotta talk to this young thing. I mean, you're talking to him. Oh, Nopon say, of course, it clearly, no, it clearly wasn't your hero pawn. Anyway.
Pipiki almost revealed secret.
Pipiki still believe in Nopon Sage.
Oh, little pun, so innocent. He do exist. Friend of Pipiki saw Nopon Sage near waterfall. Friends not want to meet Nopon Sage? Nopon Sage like to eat, so friends should bring him food offering.
And with that, we get honoring the Nopon Sage. So he's basically like Santa Claus, but a Nopon. I mean, he's still fat, so it's a good parallel. It's a good parallel.
To me, Nopon sage, friends must bring offering. Pepiki make wit of what to bring. Bring beat to Pepiki before friends forget.
Easy peasy. Hereupon, take care of it. Oh, Ricky, that was a very scary looking face, but I can appreciate the sentiment towards Agal Melly. So hey, look at that, the 4x9 crickets. There's a method to the madness. Although, unfortunately, we do have a couple more things to gather. So first up, we have another one that we can get from Makna Forest or by trading with a certain fruity Nopon, so meet you there. You know what they say, you only nop once, boys. What would that be, like YNLO? Yellow. Anyways, let's put aside the cringy 2012 humor. Cherry does have the soft sea cucumber. Oh my god, they're so expensive too. But yeah, she does carry them. I guess it makes sense. Soft sea cucumbers are one of the best collectibles you can give to Ricky as a present to raise his affinity. So it does make sense that they're actually very valuable. And of course, I only have one. I and my wallet are dead inside.
Are you that? Are you that? I'm gonna tell him.
Don't you dare.
Next guy that we have to talk to is Don Argentis over here in Alchemoth. Now, you may notice that he is not very happy with his current situation. He's kind of looking for brighter pastures, if you will. So let's just keep that in the back of our minds. For now, all we're doing with him is just overtrading, and of course, the most valuable item, or the cheapest item he has is 7,500 gold. Well, luckily we only needed one of those, so I guess that's not too bad. Back to Pepiki.
Peppy! With these, Pepiki can make lots of offerings to Nopon sage.
Yay, yay, happy! Ricky really happy!
You did a good thing, Ricky. That is what makes you the Heropon.
Melly say nice thing about Ricky!
Oh, Ricky, try twice as hard next time. Pepiki, prepare offering right now. Come call on Pepiki again, friends.
And with that, we get an aggro up through gem. Not too shabby. It's kind of interesting that we end off the quest there instead of actually just giving the offering to Nopon Sage. But hey, I'm not complaining. It just means more booty for us. So, okay, before we take on this next quest, I have to confess something. I have been having a mental struggle with this quest chain. The problem with this next quest is that there's a unique comment that we can't get for such a long period of time, but the reward for doing this quest is insanely useful for where we are right now in the game. So we're going to be doing it, and I guess I'm just in the future going to be showing that off as its own separate thing, that unique comment, that is. So that's kind of what I've come up to. It doesn't help too that we can't actually quite finish this particular quest chain yet, but we can come really, really close to doing it. So I think it's still gonna be worth our time to do and show off. Anyway though, excuse me, I got them boips, forgive.
Even Pepiki say he knows sage, no one knows believe Pepiki. Make offering when there is rainbow over Makna waterfall.
And it's kind of funny, right? We got Nopon Sage that grown-ups don't believe in, only comes out to children, loves food, so he's very fat. He's basically the Santa Claus of the Nopon people, and that makes him automatically amazing. Now, all we need is just a Nopon with like a big old girthy beard a la a cheap Dunga, and my life, oh, it's so cute! I love those two. And then my life will basically be complete. Okay, and I just want to point out the fact too, that we are doing all this. The entire point of doing all this, traipsing around the entirety of Bionis to collect all these different unique food items, is purely so he can eat some kiwis. Like, I gotta admire Pepiki for his childlike innocence, but god dang, dude, you need to get your priorities straight. You a hot mess. Anyway though, before we take off, we do actually need to trade with Pepiki as well. Look man, I got this all charted out. So, oh my, did you hear that? Anyway though, you need to make sure you have at least 4 black irises, so it looks like I already did. Didn't actually have to do the trade, but I did anyway, because I'm just cool like that. I'm cool like that. Anyway though, what he was saying is that we can only find Nopon Sage in an area where we can see a rainbow near Makna Falls. So, you know where we're going, right around this area. So if we go to Divine Sanctuary and then traipse our way back through that cave, we'll come across one of the best viewpoints of Makna Falls, just short of Divine Sanctuary itself, and we'll be able to make an offering. Now, I do want to point out that we can only make this offering between 12 p.m. and 2:59 p.m. The minute it turns into 3, the rainbow disappears, and we won't be able to do this. So,
Rookie see a rainbow. We make offering now. This is so exciting.
and there he is in all his boing-boinging glory. He doesn't have a rockin' beard, but it's okay. He's so cute anyway. I'll forgive him this time. You know what? He got them cheeks though. He's definitely jolly.
Was it you who summoned me with the scrumptious-looking offering? You're showing by above the bequests in my treasure. What's that you say? You're here for someone else? So Papiki wishes to summon that which he can't. The bitter kiwi?
I'm so sorry about the voice.
The solution is simple. Understanding is thinking is not. Kawoosh kawish, Jabana Shabili! Grant Papiki's wish to stomach bitter kiwi! His wish has been granted. Return to Papiki at once, knave.
I'm so sorry. I just imagine this guy to be like an omnipresent being, but with a really like annoyingly squeaky voice. And speaking of him being like an omnipresent being, okay. Fun fact. If we look at Nopon Sage in the Infinity chart, you will notice he is 9,999 years old. Okay, Nopon Sage raises a lot more questions than he's answering by us summoning him in the first place. Like, what is he? Okay, that's definitely not a standard Nopon lifespan, as we'll see a little bit later on. So like, what? Is he like some sort of Makna Falls spirit or like demigod? Well, I guess he's kind of hollow inside, so that we already have so many other questions. But is he some kind of like god that's just inhabiting the form of a Nopon? I mean, he got that Boing-Boing, so the answer is definitely a yes. Anyway, back to Papiki.
Hey, Papiki try eating bitter kiwi, and this time it's delicious. Yay, happy, Rookie really happy.
How many times have I said that this episode?
Friends got Nopon Sage, a great not Papiki's wish. Sage still exists, Oh, friends wonderful. Now Papiki like to eat everything. Thank you, friends.
So, to his credit, Nopon Sage did get Papiki to eat his least favorite food. Again, the fact that we did all that for me eating some kiwis, again, so many questions. But unfortunately, we're not quite done with Nopon Sage yet, so let's go back to him.
Was it you who summoned me? So you wish me to approve of you and grant you my treasure. Before that, I will ask if you are aware of my greatness.
Could you tell me more? Yeah, I want to know too.
What? Do you mean to say that you know nothing of my greatness? You think your answer will give it to me again?
All we heard from the children is that you live here.
Then you must find out more about me and return. Listen to what the little pun in the village have to say.
Wow, we cannot do this voice.
Only then will you come to understand my greatness.
Your greatness? And what benefit would knowing of your greatness be to us?
I will not give you the treasure as long as you maintain that attitude. If you doubt my greatness, Dr. Littlebomb. Return when you have done so.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I cannot apologize enough.
This is that hat. I can see that you want to know my greatness.
I like to imagine that the longer you talk to Nopon Sage, the more that he just becomes some kind of Lovecraftian horror fest. I don't know. Anyway, let's go back talk to Papiki.
Friends want to hear more about Nopon Sage? Sage make Papiki like all food. That must mean Sage like eating. He's super fat. Nopon Sage can gobble tons and tons of grub.
I mean, you know what? We'll relay that to him word for word.
What? You said I'm greedy? That young whippersnapper? I thought he is me. It appears the Nopon nowadays do not know enough about me. Those darn Nopon millennials, they have no respect for their elders. But you know, a very well-behaved girl who should know about me. Ask Pachiba, and then come back.
He's so done with us. Okay, let's go backtrack once again. Well, I guess the benefit of us having to backtrack over here is that we do actually have to talk to this unnamed Nopon NPC, and what an NPC that was not loved by his parents. Okay, so if you may recall, way back when we first got here to Frontier Village, we only had access to material quests 1, 2, and 4. I spent so long during my first playthrough looking for material quest 3. Unbeknownst to me, it doesn't actually activate until you set foot into Valak Mountain. Meaning that for whatever reason, Material Quest 3, which is what we're grabbing right here, is out of order, and I just, why wasn't this Material Quest 4? Why? I spent so long looking for this NPC in my first playthrough. Why? Anyway, at least we got it. At least we know what to do. Apis nuggets, which sound delicious, probably chewy. Anyway.
Friends want to know about Nopon Sage? But Chibi here, he bashed Dino Beast all by himself. He mastered Makna Falls. Nopon Sage so strong.
Well, you know, at least Nopon Sage got one #1 fan. I guess that is what it means to have one #1 fan. Anyway, Pipikis wants to jump up to Pachipa's house in one swell leap. Well, I'll one-up him and jump down to one swell boing-boing. Haha, look, Pa, no eyes. What? Oh! I landed on the wood and I didn't die. Oh, the Boing-Boing really is with us. Did you see that sick, nasty jump?
It would appear that you will let know how truly great I am. I will not permit you to revere me. But you have far to go. I know that you do not sincerely revere me from your heart. I can see it in your eyes. I have begun to believe in you. No matter what I approve of you.
I'm sorry it happened again. I can't resist it. I just love making my voice go, wow, wow, wow. It's so fun. It's so fun and very mucusy. I regret all life choices. Anyway, this quest is the reason why I want to do this quest chain. Poison +5. Again, cannot overstate enough. Poison is so broken in this game, and when you put on a poison +5 gem, it does so much damage. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy to have this gem. Again, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of resetting, a little bit of restarting in order to show up that unique dialogue, but boy, god darn it, it is so worth it, dude. It is so worth it. Anyway, we're not quite done with Nopon Sage yet. We do have one more quest that is available to us to do with him. And hui mama is it a doozy. I'm very excited.
You again. What is it you desire? Why do you wish me to approve of you? I know what to do. I shall have you demonstrate your courage. You know of my courage? Do not say that you do not know.
Tell Heropon, Ricky. Tell. That's a good Heropon. You have to help those in distress. Yes, very good Heropon.
Wait. Oh, God. Oh, Ricky. Oh, God. Oh, God, Ricky, no. No, bad Heropon. Ah! Where can you go but up once you've stared the void in its face?
Ricky, listen good. You listen to.
Well, that is absurd. How could you not know? Well, it cannot be helped. Follow the river below the Seahorse Islet and obtain proof of courage.
What Seahorse Islet? Ricky, know what to do. It's dangerous. Ricky, know what to get hurt.
Stop your complaining. This is a test. You want me to approve of you? Then be silent. Sorry, I'm just gonna little flummy. Show me just how brave you are.
So that we get Challenge of the Sage, and hui mama are we going to be proving our courage out the wazoo.
Take care on your journey.
Easy peasy, Heropon, take care of it.
Okay, so what he was saying, we have to travel along the length of this river. Actually, let me go ahead, I'll pull up the map and show you exactly where we're going. We're going to be going down all the way across here to around like this area or so. So I could go ahead and just cut to us getting there, but it's been a while since we've been able to just kind of chill, lay back, and jam out to this game's soundtrack. So what do you guys say on our way there? We do just that. Man, I love this area of Makna Forest because I feel like in almost any other game, this would be, hey, we did it. Awesome. I love that jingle. In any other game, this would be an out of bounds zone like this entire river. But no, if you can see it, you can go there in Xenoblade. It's so cool. And as you can see, we have that red item orb over there, precariously placed next to some waterfalls. Yeah, I think you may be maybe understanding just exactly where the proof of courage name is coming from. As you can notice, I'm not swimming, but the current is pretty strong, and the closer we get, the stronger it pulls us in. Oh God! Run, Ricky, not run, swim, Ricky, swim! I just need the item orb. Oh, it's a soft sea cucumber. Oh, that's actually pretty useful. Oh wait, I wasn't swimming. Oh God, no wait, no! Oh no! Ricky! Shulk! Ryan! No!
No way. This ain't good. Ricky! Shulk! I'm seeing something. Yeah, Shulk! Get stuck in! Wait!
Everyone getting happy joy!
Ricky!
Nopon special move, swoosh dodge!
Get up, Ryan! Rhyme time, baby! Yeah, let's end this!
No worry, Ricky knows Ryan next. Ryan, pretending to be dead. Oh, bad Ryan.
Ryan, we're not done yet, Furball!
Hey, we did it! We did it with no complications.
I'm now seeking your bravery. There is only one test you must pass in order to win my approval. To succeed, you must give your all.
If only it were that simple.
The next test is the most difficult of all, but if anyone can do it, it is. No, I will say no more.
What a tease. But with that, we do complete Challenge of the Sage. And we get HP up Steel 3. That's not what the name is called, but it's, you know, it's an interesting gem. So, you know. With that though, what he was saying, we do have one last trial, but it's going to be a while before we're going to be strong enough in order to tackle such an insurmountable odd as us being level with the legend that is Nopon Sage. So yeah, the time has not come, but you know what? We'll give it some time. We'll go on some more adventures. We'll harden our bodies. We'll get rock solid. And, you know, maybe then we will be able to compare ourselves to the might, to the legend that is Nopon Sage. I mean, we're getting pushed around by these guys, so clearly we need some more. Anyway, with that, that's all that we want to take care of here in Frontier Village in Makna Forest. So next up, let's go to Colony 9. Right off the bat, if we talk to Joe Leal, we'll get a little bit of affinity between him, Near, and Lucas. They look so happy. That's good to hear, man. The bullies turned into the bullied, but bullied with kindness and friendship. Yeah. Anyway, you may recall way back, actually I think this was one of the very first side quests we ever did. We did biscuits for a grandson between Marcia, her grandson Jirok, and her adopted grandson Zukazu, the Nopon here. Well, it's been a little bit of time, so let's see how these guys are faring. Specifically, let's talk to Zukazu. You heard? Zukazu and little brother Pon been fighting for over 10 years. Zukazu want to go out and see big wide world. But little brother Pon always trying to hold Zukazu back. We've been fighting about this for past 10 years, but Zukazu nor little brother Pon still no change mind. Zukazu want to end it now. Zukazu gotta win. That why Zukazu want you to bring red pollen orb. If Zukazu eat one, his power will increase 100 times. And if we see here, if we do find him a red pollen orb, which we have seen little hints and pieces of throughout our adventures so far, he will have the strength to overpower his, let's face it, pretty swole little brother Pon. Like seriously, man, Jirok, he's been lifting, brah. He been lifting. Dreadlocks and all. So, you think Zukazu lose even if he eat red pollen orb? Oh, Zukazu know that. Zukazu not think he can win too. But Zukazu have to try. Maybe Zukazu can win. So with that, we get a big brothers fight. Collect a red pollen orb from a location relating to the Nopon. Thank you. Don't tell my little brother Pon though. He might get suspicious. So, following the tradition of an NPC, explicitly telling you not to tell someone else about their predicament. Oh, we got the most adorable Melly and Charlotte quote. Oh, I love it so much. Oh, I love that one so much. Okay, anyway though. As per usual Xenoblade tradition, of course we're gonna tattle on him. And luckily for us too, Drock's actually kind of within like shouting distance. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if he was kind of overhearing us anyway. You know? I don't know. I mean, Lord knows I don't really have the best hearing, so maybe that's not the case. Plus he has a lot of buildings in the way. Plus he's not even existing in this plane of the universe. There he is. Okay, so. Oh boy, Drock, you've got some splaining to do. It might look like me and my big brother don't get along, but we do. He's my adopted brother, and I care for him as he cares for me. But I just can't let him go out traveling the world by himself. It's dangerous out there. He could get killed. Our next showdown is gonna be the final showdown. I have to win so I can make him abandon his crazy ambitions. Oh, there's something you need to tell me? He wants a red pollen orb? Dude, seriously? What a cheater. I know eating one of those would make him really strong. Looks like he's willing to do whatever it takes to beat me. Do you think you could give it to me? I can't let him win. And as we'll see here, pollen orb or honestly, no. Drock will definitely be the winner if Sukazu isn't the one to get that orb. Although it kind of does beg the question, I wonder if Drock does use the red pollen orb, if that would actually power him up. Or if because it's a pollen orb in general, I don't know if those actually affect Toms or not. I don't know. I mean, they are like Nopon created and like Nopon based, so. And to see that, just like before, we have to find a red pollen orb from a location relating to the Nopon. So that begs the question, okay, so of all the places that we've been to, what places are relating to the Nopon, are relating to pollen orbs, and then specifically are relating to the red variety that we've seen, at least? Because there are actual multiple locations. And the reason why I am doing this quest is actually to kind of kickstart the prevalence of red pollen orbs in this universe. So, what do you guys say we'll go, I'll meet you when we find one. So yeah, the place of question is of course none other than Nopon Refuge. Yo, Zazdan, what's shaking, my homie? You want red pollen orb as well? I know can give to you. It's Zazdan's responsibility. Sorry. Oh, well, see one lying right over there. Sure would be a shame if someone stole it, forgive me, I'll pay you back one day, my love. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Ooh. Heist of the century, boys. I don't know, I always feel so dirty when I do that. But yep, Zazdan was the one in question that we had to take the red pollen orb from, and keep that in the back of our minds that he was the one that we got a red pollen orb from to begin with. Either way though, now we're really faced with a difficult question. Because this quest, the problem with it is that there's no right answer. On one hand, you have Sukazu, who so desperately wants to leave home and go out, have adventures, and just explore the world, not to stay so cooped up. But then on the other hand, you have the fact that we know Bionis is dangerous. Just take Cheryl's son, who died, and he was a trained soldier to begin with. So guys, do we give the orb to Sukazu, or do we give it to Drock? You decide. Yeah, this is personally the option that I always feel slightly happier going with. Emphasis on just slightly. So, we sure did, bud. We sure did. Sukazu, go and challenge the little brother pun to final showdown. Pray for Sukazu's victory. Well, knowing the power of the red pollen orb, we don't really need the praise because, yeah, we know it's all but confirmed. And he did, he won. So, it's all thanks to red pollen orb. Sukazu can go traveling now. Sukazu not say goodbye to everyone. Sukazu, we'll see them again when he comes back. Thank you. And that right there, like, you gotta know that things are strained. They're not very happy for him. If he's not even really wanting to say goodbye to everyone before he leaves. Like, we also got neural network achievement. I think we get that for establishing 100 different relationships between people on our affinity chart, so that's kind of neato. But now that Sukazu has officially left, again without even saying goodbye to anyone, Drock, what do you think about all this? Let's see. Once we get our boys out. I think this is a Ricky quest if I'm not mistaken, so Ricky, you need some more affinity between them, man. Alright. So how's it been, man? How's it been? Oh, it's you again. I've been lonely here since my big brother went traveling. He is a Nopon, so I guess it's in his blood to be adventurous. His room's in a complete and utter state, though. His pet bugs are flying all over the place, and the flowers have wilted.
What? This is crisis, yes?
I mean, not really, but I can't have it like this. I want to keep his room nice for whenever he gets back. If he gets back. It needs a good tidy up. I want to get some new flowers and bugs for him. That's why I need your help.
Leave it to Ricky. Ricky make its best room ever.
It's good to have a Nopon on board. I know my brother'd love it if you could help. I only need these items. 3 quality antle jaws, 4 black irises, hey, and 2 forget-you-nots. Oh, and 2 forget-you-nots. Ah, it's so thematically relevant to this quest. It's so sweet. Xenoblade is a good game. Trademark. So yeah, hey, remember those black irises that we got way back? Method to the madness. Unfortunately, I guess we don't have the quality antle jaws, but it's okay, because the person that trades them is actually right around the corner. Literally. See, if we go around this corner, we'll find some never mind. If we go around this corner. Yes, haha. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, I didn't, so I'm cool. I think that's how that saying goes. Anyway, Jackson is our boy. You may notice that he did have a quest, but we're going to be dealing with that at a later date. The only thing we're using him for now is to get some good old quality antle jaws, which I think we have to overtrade. I said we have to overtrade. Are you kidding me? I said that we have to overtrade with. Thank you. Of course, I need 2 more. Ooh, I did it. Yeah. Thanks, it must have been quite a bit of work. I managed to finish up here as well. Yay, happy! Ricky, really happy! Sorry, I've read that so many times now, why do I keep doing this? It was even more exhausting than when I used to fight my brother, but at least it's all nice for when he comes back. If he comes back. Okay, I know I keep saying that, but it's okay. The good news is that Zukazu is actually safe, and you know, it is so sweet to know that Jirok really does genuinely care about him. But with that, what do you guys say we actually go ahead and stop by Zukazu? See things how have been since he's left the colony like 5 minutes ago. Well, if we head back to none other than the refugee camp, we'll find him here just kind of chilling out with Ernest. So if we talk to him... Oh, hello friends. Zukazu moved here since we last met. That Ernest guy? He a bit of a liar. Nice guy at heart though. Zukazu can vouch for that. So it seems like he's going on quite well. And again, it's so worrying, especially knowing just how dangerous Binax can be. Lord knows, I mean, we have immovable Gonzalez, of all people. But it is really nice to know that he is safe, and he did make it. So, actually, real quick, before we do end things off and show the other realm, I'm gonna go ahead. Ernest, do you have any new dialogue for your new compadre that's moved in? Let's see. At least I was right, that was right over here. Let's see. Okay, nope, looks like he doesn't say anything new, but, you know, he still appreciates us, so that's all that matters. So, all in all, I do feel like this is kind of a happy ending, but something still feels off. It feels like he left on a sour note with his family back at Colony 9. So, guys, if you want to, you can go ahead and continue on to the rest of the video, or if you want to see the alternate path where maybe we can amend those broken relationships with his family, go ahead and hit reset. Either way though, I'll meet you at either path. Alrighty, so looks like you think the better course of action is to restrain him here and to live imprisoned within his own personal hell. Okay, it's not quite that bad, but it actually is pretty dire for Zukazu, but hopefully we can at least maybe make amends for that. So, there's more to life than traveling anyway. I'll show him that we can do just fine here in Colony 9. He didn't have a chance. Here I go. And here he really goes. I mean, honestly, Zukazu really just does not have much of a chance. Let's be real here, guys. It's over. It took a while, but he submitted. He said he'll stay here. Said he'll even make a boat. I always say there's nothing better than living in peace with family. But is he really living in peace with you guys? Well, he is living with you guys, so what do you guys say? Ooh, we got neural network. I think we get that from establishing at least 100 affinity links between different people on the affinity chart. But with that taken care of, with Zukazu firmly rooted back here in Colony 9, let's check in on him, see exactly how he's doing. And I think for this one, we do also need Dunban. Because Lord knows, if we know anyone who is just fantastic at consoling people in pain. Well, Ricky actually is a pretty good fit for that, but we haven't seen much of that yet. Dunban, though, has always been there for everyone. Both our party and the people of Colony 9. So, how's it going, dude? Long time no see. Zukazu feel quite good since deciding not to travel. Not so bad in this colony, but there's one thing worrying me. Could you tell me more? Yeah, what's on your mind? My granny pun. She adopt Zukazu, but she no treat me like family, all because Zukazu Nopon. Zukazu's so sad. She never want to see me or play with me. If Zukazu have to stay here, he want to get along with Granny Pon. That where Zukazu need your help. Granny Pon only ever listen to what Jirok say, but everyone in Colony respect you, so it should work if you try. You've got to help me. I know how hard it can be when things don't go well with family. You understand? Thanks to you that me and little brother made up. So next, Zukazu need to make Granny Pon like him. And I mean, again, honestly, if he's asking anyone to amend relationships with anyone else in Colony 9, there's really no better person to ask than Dunban, because Lord knows literally everyone in Colony 9 just can't help but respect the guy. So, in order to complete this, we need to get some Armu milk. Some maternal Armu milk. Now, I find this quest simultaneously really heartwarming and also very heartbreaking, and also really funny, because normally, if we needed to get this material, if we need to grind for it, first off, actually, hold on. Does this old ring say anything interesting? Bedraggled. Huh. I don't hear that very often, but okay. If you wanted to get the materials, you could go out and go to good old Agora Shora, or I'm sorry, Agora Bora. Or you could just come over here and talk to Zukazu again. If you have at least 4-star affinity with Colony 9, if you go to trade with him, you'll see that he is carrying an infinite amount of maternal Armu milk. This is one of, if not the only case, where the item that the NPC is asking for their side quest is carried by them. Granted, you need a lot of affinity in order for this to work, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to hold off doing this quest for so long. But like, really, dude? Really, you're asking for these even though you're already carrying literally an infinite amount of them? I have so many questions. But hey, I know his intentions were pure. I'm sure there was some reason he asked us to go out and collect them on our own. Those reasons will probably always elude me, but you know, they're probably there regardless. But now we need to go and turn these in to Martia. And on our way there, I'm not going to cut because there's actually something that I want to talk about. Now, I want to give the disclaimer that I know that this side quest really isn't brilliantly written. There's not a whole lot of depth to be found here because it's only over the span of a couple side quests and a couple NPC dialogues, but this always gets to me because it's so clear that Martia is harboring some kind of prejudice towards Zukazu and is quite clearly making this like emotionally abusive atmosphere for him at home. And like, as someone who had a very close family member that I used to love that ended up becoming such a toxic and emotionally manipulative and abusive figure in my life, this quest always hits really hard at home, or at least the concept of it does. The problem with it is that the writing really isn't the greatest, especially here when we do turn these into Martia, but for that reason, I really don't like Martia, and partly is because of what she does in game to Zukazu. It's just a really big dick move, and it's also really reflective of what I've gone through with one of my own family members that was like scarily similar to this. And even there, you can see that she's only concerned, even though she knows that there was a fight between Zukazu and Jirok, she was only concerned about Jirok's well-being and not Zukazu's. Yeah, there's something else. So now that we've buttered her up with the milk, Ugh, mental images. Let's go ahead, give her the old ring. Was there something else you wanted to give me? I can't believe it. I thought I'd never see this again. What? Tsukazu gave it to you? This belonged to my late husband. How did he ever manage to find it? The truth is, my husband had a bit of trouble with a group of Nopon, and that's how he lost his life. Some part of me must have been blaming Tsukazu for his death. Oh, I'm such a stubborn old woman. I've treated Tsukazu so badly. Would you mind waiting a moment? And I guess what really irks me about this quest is that literally within the span of like 5 minutes, by giving her this old ring that's a keepsake of her husband, she instantly has this 180, magically like undoes all of her incredibly hardwired bias towards all Nopon, and like magically wants to make up with Tsukazu. Personally, I'm not buying it from like a writing standpoint, and also just from her character in game. I'm sure she's just saying that to like get us out of her hair, and then she'll go right back to being all abusive towards Tsukazu. But like, I guess I don't like this quest. Partly, I also don't like Martia because like, what kind of single-minded like simpleton could, you know, I mean, obviously it's a tragedy that she lost her husband's life to a group of Nopon, but what kind of person would come to the conclusion that all Nopon are inherently that evil just because a group of, you know, incredibly terrible Nopon took her husband's life? Like, I don't know. You have to really be dim to stoop that low and to treat your own adopted grandson that way. But more so, I think it's so unrealistic that just that simple act of giving that keepsake from Tsukazu to her would just magically undo all those biases that she had like inherently held towards Tsukazu, which I assume she had for like years. So, rant over. I feel a lot of things with this quest. Let's go back to Tsukazu. All right, we did it, man. How did it go? What? These Granny Pon's biscuits? You giving them to me? So it went well? Tsukazu always wanted to eat these. Tsukazu always used to just watch Jirok eat them. Oh, it's so sad! Martia, I just want to slap you, man. Oh, I don't like Martia. The Rhine is quite like Dumb Man. I love how big of fanboys Ryan and Shulk are of Dumb Man. Oh my god. Not that delicious. Oh! Roasted! Marty just got dunked, yo! Yeah, you tell him, Tsukazu. But hey, it looks like he really is glad he's in Calling 9. Happy now that, hopefully every day will be happy. I don't know what he just said, I'm sorry, I just totally butchered that. So, I mean, hopefully, Martia no longer harbors that prejudice towards Tsukazu. So again, I feel like with this quest, there's really no right or wrong way. There's no right path to pick. It's whatever you feel is the more correct way to do it. Personally, I feel like him just getting out of Calling 9 is the better path for Tsukazu, but your mileage may vary. So if you do want to see the other route where Tsukazu actually wins the fight, go ahead and hit reset. And if not, we'll continue on to the end of the video. Yeah. All right, guys. So really the biggest part of me doing that very last thing with Tsukazu and Jirok was to reintroduce the concept of the red pollen orbs and how they will be playing a part in the future. So anyway, that's gonna be it for the day. Thank you all so much for watching me play. Now that we have done a bunch more side quest chains, we've instigated a lot more mini story arcs and really set the tone for things to come. I think we do have officially just one more side quest video, and then we're going to be well on our way to going down to Valk Mountain, and finally, maybe just figuring out what is going on with Shulk, the Minato, and all those fun things. So again, guys, thank you all so much for watching and for remaining patient with me. And as always, see you next time.